Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. So I've got my pint glass and I've got my cola. No, it's not cola. This is Wilko's Merlot wine kit. So let me show you the wine kit. There you go. 6-bottle kit, £9.50 for the kit, and then a bag of sugar. It's roughly a bag of sugar. Yeah, I think it's a bag of sugar. Yeah. So another 60p on top. £10.10, makes 6 bottles, less than £2 a bottle. This is a re-review. So I'll pour a quick drink, and I thought I'd go over some of the homebrews. You know I poured a pint, don't you? Sorry. So, the ABV is 12%, and it says here, makes 6 bottles of Merlot with this low tannin yet richly coloured red wine making kit. Flavours and aromas of berries and spices create a good wine for those who enjoy medium-bodied reds. Made using Italian grapes, and obviously it makes what it makes, 6 bottles of wine. And Boris is on delivering the speech, and I'm not fucking listening. I've heard it all day on the TV. I don't need to listen to that because you know what's coming anyway, unless a lockdown's coming. So definitely getting the berries on the nose. Cheers. Pint of wine. Legend. Out of the two, I've done the Wilko Merlot and I've also done the Cabernet Sauvignon. The Cabernet Sauvignon's up there. The Merlot for me has got the more spice to it. It's got tannins, whereas that one is a bit more rough around the edges. This is a bit more smooth, but it's got good taste. I haven't done any dinner yet as well, so this is going to go straight to my head. Sorry, say. It's only early. It's only just gone 8 o'clock. Pitch black at 8 o'clock. Don't you just hate autumn? Oh, good twang in the back end. Good, good wallop of strength. Oh, so God knows what Christmas is going to look like this year with all this lot going off. I mean, we've just gone past a bunch of teenagers, 15 of them all together. And you know, you get into the stage where you have to find people to make them do as they should be doing. But then you've got the other people who say, why are we still doing this? You know, what happens, happens. But I know a friend of mine, and she's got COPD. And she went in hospital. She was on the ventilator, the mechanical ventilator. She was put in a coma. We thought, it didn't look good. She came out of that. Obviously, she's gone home. She's still not back at work. And her lungs are still not in a good place. And this is now, I don't know, so many months on. And, so we see that. And, that does scare you a bit, because obviously you've got family members. My wife's got asthma, mother-in-law, I don't know if she's got COPD or something, like angina and other things, and it does worry you, that if it takes people too early. But also in Northern Ireland, my wife's uncle and auntie and an auntie in Manchester, they've all had it and got through it, and they're all at the 60 to 70 year old bracket. So it's that not knowing, isn't it? I mean, my only vice is drinking. I don't do drugs. I eat pretty decent, actually. I don't really eat shit these days. And physical, I'm on it all day long. I don't do running like that, but I'm certainly very physical. She can pay off, that's my daughter. Yeah, I'm very physical. I'll ring about later. It's only to go and moan about bloody Boris. So, it's that worry, isn't it? You just don't know. And there's an arrogance out there, people saying, I'm fit, I don't get it. In the 20s, I was in the shop one day, Morrison's, and this big youth, bodybuilder type youth, says, "Yeah, I ain't got no fucking disease," and talking to his mate and like that, and he says, "You don't know shit, mate. You know, you might just have something where it absolutely takes you down, no matter how big you are." But I do understand. I do look at both aspects from both sides and think to myself, yeah, you know, there's good arguments on both sides. There's a good argument to let everybody get it now, and you know, survival of the fittest, I suppose. And to be honest, there's a vaccine out there already. To me, if I was in a bad way, I would say to them, give me that fucking vaccine. I don't care if it's not gone through all its trials. Give me the vaccine, because if it's going to help me live, fair dues, give me it now. And I think that's how it should be. You know, if you're in such a way that, you know, if it looks like you're going downhill, give the bloody vaccine. Just my 2 pence. So it doesn't taste like a cheap, nasty homebrew wine. To me, we're definitely in the table wine area, though. We're not in the fine wines, you know. But when you're paying less than £2 a bottle to make it, and 6-bottle wine kits are for me, they're the worst of the wine kits to get, any 6-bottle kit, because you're buying it and you're not getting, if you buy a 30-bottle kit, it's a lot better. The value for money is so much better. I mean, me, in a few weeks' time, I'm hoping to get a couple of red wine kits ready for Christmas. You know, get them brewing. And I also want to do a Christmas beer. I mean, I've got some necking beer now, so when mate comes round, not that he's allowed to, but these bloody regulations these days. Let's sit in the garden. Put thermals on, put the gazebo up, turn the lights on. People will do what they do, though, you know. It's the idiots like at top of the road who have every riff-raff round, pissed up, making a noise, upsetting neighbours. They're the ones, to me, that need targeting. And obviously gangs of bloody teenagers as well. Pint of wine, can't fault it, can you? I've got a wife's ordering one of them at O'Hahn's Burgers. It's some like a posh burger place. They're alright, but the chips, they've got these peri-peri chips and I can't stand them. They're alright for a one-off, but not, you know, once is enough sort of thing. These designer burgers, you pay about £12 for a flipping burger. Pay restaurant prices for burgers, and even restaurants you get a pint for free. It's nice now because I can look out now, and because of the hot tub room, it's actually blocked out the window of the neighbours facing there. So now I'm alright to have the window open and do reviews in there because they can't see in anymore. And even though we've got the privet as well at the back to do that, there was some privet, like a no man's land between all the gardens, and I've pruned it so it actually it gives a green, you know, it stops people looking in. You know, I don't want people looking in when I'm doing reviews. Bad enough talking to a camera and no one being there anyway. And the wife turned up earlier and looked in, and I'm like, put me off my stride. Oh, so got some poke to it this has, because it's certainly going to my bloody head. Although fair play, not having anything to eat since you've come home is not good. Last thing I had to eat was at 11 o'clock. No, 11:30. I had some little pork pies and 2 corned beef sandwiches. Oh, corned beef sandwiches went down a treat. I left the other 2 as well, I didn't eat them. I'm a swine for doing that. Then another day, if you said to the wife, "Oh, only make me 2 sandwiches," another day I'd be starving. I'd want 4 or 6. So you can't win. So tomorrow we're going to get rain tomorrow, so that'll be fun. Back in the rain and cooler temperatures. So I need to find some. I need to start looking for. I need to have a good sort out my clothing, because at this workplace I just will. I don't. Health and safety is not even there. It doesn't even worry. We're not open for business. It's not a work environment per se. So basically, I'm like working in my own back garden, where I wear what I like. So I go to work. I wear whatever I like, whatever footwear I like. I mean, technically, when you're using mowers, you should be wearing boots. I've got some boots in the ass, so I will be wearing them tomorrow because my trainers have just fell apart on me today. But yeah, it's such a chilled environment, not having to deal with the hassles of the last, well, really, when you think about it, the last 5-10 years. In fact, in thinking about it, it's the most hassle-free job I've ever had. Hassle-free. Yes, I'm working on my own, but I'm doing something that's a hobby. That's my hobby. That's my lifelong love of doing. I mean, apart from my family, obviously, they're my lifelong love. But, and I'm getting paid for it. And to be doing something that you so enjoy, and I'm getting such a buzz from doing it, and it gives me energy levels that are amazing. My work rate is absolutely unbelievable at the moment, and yet I'm enjoying it, and I don't feel ripped off, because you look at what you get paid an hour, and it's insequential. It doesn't matter what I'm getting paid an hour, because I'm bloody happy what I'm doing. And at some stage, like the boss man says, he says, look, while the company's, while we're not operating as a business, it's time, when we start operating the business, then, we'll sort your wages out and put your wages up. And I've already gave to the business thousands of pounds worth of plants. I've probably given more to the business than the business is giving me, but it doesn't matter, because I'm enjoying myself, and it's an amazing situation to be in. It's invigorating for me, and every time we come up with a new little project, it's like, wow, And I, as a person and as a gardener, I'm full of ideas. My brain needs to be thinking of new stuff all the time, enhancing, thinking of new stuff. And at the moment, it's just like everything's going the right way. There's no bad. And I'm taking more work on. I'm doing like handyman work as well as normal gardening work, and I'm thinking about the winter months and the really bad winter months, and like saying on them really bad days about doing like painting inside and that, only because it keeps me in the warm, and I'm not daft. And it's all good. For the last year, this last year was brutal in that role at Nottingham Park Estate, and it was a terrible year. And there were some good weeks, but 99% of the time was bad out of the whole year. And it's been such a good place as I am. Wow. Just can't beat it. Anyway, back to this. Oh, it's turned out a nice wine. Obviously, for the wine purists out there, for a lot of people, the homebrew wine, they would turn their nose up at it. But, I am from a poor background. Not poor as in, my dad earned fantastic money working in Germany as a plasterer. But they pissed it up the wall. And probably where I get it from. And both him and my mum were absolute piss artists. Well, fair play to them, I suppose. But they couldn't handle the drink. You know, they'd have a drink and then start scrapping and that. And I used to see a lot of that as a child. I have a drink and just fall asleep. Might go for a piss in the middle of the night and wake everybody up, but yeah. Or take a piss in the wrong place now and again. These things happen. You know, too regular just recently, but but anyway, yeah. I fucking just totally threw myself over a cliff there, and I can't remember what I was on about. Yeah. But you know, sometimes we have to not be wine snobs, because there are some cheap wines out there on sale in supermarkets that you drink and it's like, oh my god, this is not nice wine. And yet some of the homebrew stuff is better. So, you know, I've had some juice wine that is better than wine bought from shops. I've had some juice wine that's fucking awful, but it served a purpose. Prune juice wine. You know, if you had constipation, prune juice wine is amazing. If you suffer from constipation, prune juice wine is a great way of having a drink and also giving yourself a good clear out, because 2 or 3 glasses of that, you're like Pato Banton, you're bubbling hot. I know, because that one night I drank, not pint glasses by the way, normal wine glasses, couple of wine glasses, and I'm there like, and I think, oh my god. And yeah, it did the job. So just goes to show you, you know. And I'm going to do some prune juice, no, I'm not doing prune juice, juice wines very soon. In fact, I've got the juice wine, I've got the juice, I've got the sugar, I just need to crack on. But I need to get this project done first. It's so vast. Oh, that hits the spot massively. So, and I feel pissed now. Gotta go back in the fucking house, and I feel tanked. And the wife knows when I'm tanked. She looks at me and she's like, "You've had a fucking, what you drank?" You know. I'll have to compose myself better. So, Wilko's Merlot wine. Gotta say, on the re-review, it's aged nice, good spice, nice tannins, and overall a decent red wine. Very happy with it. I will do the Cabernet Sauvignon again soon. But yeah, for a re-review, now it's matured, and it's matured nicely. And I'm just looking at my red wine area, and it's looking a bit. I've still got some prune juice down there. 6 bottles of prune juice. I need to go on Facebook and make friends with one of my mates who's a bit of a piss artist, more than me, and give him a few bottles. If anybody's in the Nottingham area and close to Sherwood and wants some prune juice wine, message me, because you can have the fucker. And I've got some other bits and bobs you can have and all. I don't mind giving a bit away for free. But you've got to live close, because I ain't shipping it because it's too expensive to ship, and I don't do that anyway. But yeah, so out of 5 for an homebrew wine, yeah, it was okay. It's not on the standard of Barola, you know, Beaverdale's Barola kits, but yeah, it was passable. It was okay. I'd give it about a 4.1 out of 5. You know. It was drinkable, very drinkable. And sometimes these what you give out of 5, does it really matter? As long as it tastes nice, that's all that matters. Scores don't really matter. It's what tastes nice. That to me is the thing that really matters. And also if it tastes crap, you know, that's what really matters. I've not had many beers that have tasted really bad, and but every beer has its day. You know, sometimes you can drink one and you think, oh my god, that was rancid, but that might be your taste buds on that day that's made it taste like that. You may have ate something or brushed your teeth, or if you do brush your teeth, but there might be a reason why it's bad on that day, which is why sometimes doing re-reviews of beers and lagers is a good thing, because you can right a wrong. Can't you tell I've had a drink? Fucking hell. So that was nice. Was it nice? Jesus, feeling it now. And I better go back in the house because the wife's going to give me such a shitstorm of abuse. And she's right, but there you go. Yeah, that was a nice wine. Thanks for watching. I hope you've had a good time, enjoyed listening to Boris while I'm down the shed doing beer reviews. And see you soon. Cheers.